What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and today I have a really quick unboxing to do for you guys. This is a new location unlocked. I have never filmed here before, but this is our barn. You guys can see all kinds of like furniture up there from my grandpa. I live on the same property as my grandpa. We just live up behind him on the hill, and this is a shared barn. So my dad and my grandpa, have tractors, tools, all kinds of stuff out here. So today I got home from work and I knew I had a unboxing to do, but I also have to mow some grass. It's like a little side gig I do once a week. I go mow some grass for actually my old elementary school, but I get paid for that. So it's a nice little side gig, but I wanted to get it done before I move to Pittsburgh in 2 days with my fiance, which you guys will be seeing this video on Sunday, I think, and today's Thursday. So I'm moving on Saturday with my fiance. We're moving to Pittsburgh, so I'm really excited about that. But I wanted to get the mowing done so I can get some extra money in. But I wanted to get this unboxed before I went down to mowed. So unboxing knife is the Civivi Riffle. Got some nice sweat on there. If I'm not carrying the bug out for work, I have been carrying the Riffle just because it's, I don't really carry it a whole lot, but it's a nice full-size knife. Really comfortable for work. And I really don't carry it other than work, so I figured it was a good knife to add to my work rotation. We're gonna cut open into this. And this is a knife that I purchased on a Facebook group. So I think it was Everyday Blades, if I'm honestly being honest with you guys. I think that's where I saw it in a group of other knives being sold, and this is one that I've always wanted for a while. Silica gel in there. This is one I've been wanting to check out for quite a while. Not just the model, but this specific version as well. So honestly, how the story goes is I sold a bunch of knives a couple weeks ago, and I was wanting to get a Oz Roosevelt in. The Oz is like my grill knife. I've been wanting to get one for a long time. Ever since I got one in from Corey, he loaned one out to me. I also apologize if I felt like dirty or sweaty or gross. It's because I am. I just came from work, going to do more work. But I've wanted an Oz Roosevelt for the longest time, and I sold a bunch of knives, and I had like $800 or so in PayPal. And I kept going back and forth. Okay, do I spend, and that wasn't even enough for a secondary Rosie. Secondary Rosies go for like $850 to $950 roughly for the specific specs that I was looking for. So I was like, okay, do I spend this much plus a little bit more and get a Rosie? Or, I've mentioned a few times before, I'm moving. I have expenses, with different furniture and different, utilities and bills and all that. You guys know. Do I spend less than that and put some of this towards moving costs and different things like that? And I thought about it for a while, and I went back and forth on it. I was like, okay, so besides a Rosie, another knife I've wanted to, check out for the longest time has been the MBK Sea Otter, which I have mentioned before. I got that in, I ended up buying it, but I did not unbox it, so I will be doing a full review on it pretty soon here. But it was within that kind of time period where I didn't really feel like filming too much. So I did end up getting an MBK Sea Otter, which I love that knife. Great size, great fit and finish. I really like it. So I ended up buying that, and I put the rest of the money towards, right in my bank account to help out with stuff like that. Well, long story short, like a week went by, and I was like, man, I really want an Oz. I really want, I want a Roosevelt really bad. So I started going on this knife selling spree. And I sold a couple different knives, but at this point in my collection, I'm getting down to trying to sell some knives that I really, really like and really, really enjoy, and I wouldn't, necessarily sell. So I sold like 3 or 4, and I had about $300 in my PayPal, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to take this money and buy another knife, because it actually kind of happened with a spur of the moment. I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, all right, I want to buy that. And I decided not to sell the other 3 knives or whatever. I think 3 or 4 knives that I had. You guys are all probably like, shut up, Alex, show me what the knife is. But got some bubble wrap here. Gonna shove this back in the box. I'll try to wrap it up a little bit better. Actually, I'll do that off camera. But I end up getting a tactile turn Rockwall, specifically in the, doesn't show it in the box anywhere, but specifically on the, or with the golf ball pattern. And this has been a pattern that I have wanted to check out and wanted to add to the collection as soon as that design dropped. They kept teasing it, and they finally released it. And now it's been a couple months, maybe half a year or so. But I just love the way the dimpling is done, and I love the way the texturing is done. And I just really wanted to check it out, and it's always been on my list. And I have yet to check out a Rockwall. I have had in a Bayer, the slip joint, and I really like that knife. I just ended up getting rid of it because I didn't really carry it that much. And now I have my Jack Wolf, so that kind of fills my slip joint void in my collection. But I have wanted to check out one of these for quite a long time, and there's just something about the golf ball pattern that just speaks to me. As I'm dropping stuff, I'm sorry about that. Model Rockwall thumb stud tie MEPF. Don't know what that stands for. Magna cut with the 61 hardness. Little thing there. And here is the knife. Looks like there's an extra piece of hardware in there. And here is the knife, guys. So I don't know. There's something about this texture patterning. Can't talk today, I'm sorry. It's been a long week. Nice deep carry pot clip, thumb studs. Flies right out of there. No blade play. Good size. This is right kind of in like my sweet spot of smaller knives. Very comfortable in hand. Of course, a liner lock. Ooh. Snappy. Middle finger flick flies out of there. So far, so good. I will have to get used to the thumb studs, and there isn't really too much lock bar access on there. But so far, so good. I really like I don't know, there's just something about that milling that just speaks to me, and it's very comfortable in hand. Of course, it's a very slim knife, very small. I think the blade length on these is 2.84 inches, maybe. You can middle finger flick it. Very small, very slim. I'm enjoying this so far. Good thumb stud action. Yeah. And I got this for a pretty good price. It was, below, obviously, what these go for table. And I honestly don't think they make these anymore. This was like a seasonal release, or whatever Tactile does. And I don't think they were making this anymore. So I'm glad to have finally picked one up and to add one to the collection. And this is going to fit right in with just nice and slim. And I mean, it's a great size. It basically disappears into my hand. That milling adds, a great texturing feature to it. Nice and centered. These extra thumb studs. Yeah, these are actually extra thumb studs. I don't know if you guys can pick up or not, but those thumb studs do have a little bit of milling on them. I don't know if these are stock thumb studs because it looks like the extra ones in the bag do too. Might have to reach out and ask the guy that I bought this from if, I just realized you cannot see my head, if these are different thumb studs or not, but action is really good. I've heard for a while fit and finish on Tactile products, especially the new Maverick, their crossbar lock knife has been kind of hit or miss, and their detents have been kind of weak, but honestly, this is pretty good, pretty snappy. No complaints at all. Nice opening action, nice closing action, and again, no blade play at all. So yeah, so far I'm really happy with this knife. Fits really good in the hand. Nice, small, slim. Again, right in my wheelhouse. So I think this is going to be a keeper for the longest time, and I can't wait to get this out on the golf course because I do enjoy a good round of golf, and this milling pattern goes great on the golf course. So, but I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. So thank you so much for watching. This, of course, was my unboxing of the Tactile Turn Rockwall, otherwise known as the Golf Wall. Really cool knife. Super excited to have it in. But leave a comment down below. What are your guys' thoughts on Tactile Turn as a company, and what are your thoughts on the Rockwall as a platform? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But thank you again so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, morning, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.